Don't be distracted by what others say. Just focus on what you do best. Don't get too discouraged. Tuloy mo lang, just keep creating. Just believe in yourself na you will have an audience. Nagsimula ako, I was very young. Ang mga entry level ko sa comics were more of the adult ones. Yung mga pang-mature stories like, yung Filipino comics, yung Superstar, yung Darna, Wakasan. Yun yung mga naging unang mga gateway ko sa comics world. And then, to follow na lang si Funny Comics na may pambata pala na comics. Na-realize ko they were also being adapted into movies. I was like, wow, ginagawa pala movies yung comics. One of my main influences when I started drawing comics naman was this horror show way back, yung Pinoy Thriller. The very next day, yung ginagawa ko, dinodrawing ko yung episodes na napanood ko. But since hindi pa ako marunong mag-drawing masyado ng tao noon, yung mga animal characters yung dinodrawing ko. So, gumawa ako ng elepante na manananggal, tapos meron akong may kapre ako pero giraffe yung itsura niya. I wanted to become a comic artist back then. I wanted to venture into comics. But then, adulthood happened. Naligaw ako ng landas. Laman ako ng gimikan for like almost 20 years. Kaya 6 years lang ako sa comics kasi I just started nung 2018. Balikan ko yung childhood, yung passion ko. So I wanted to be the storytelling, to be more consistent, more engaging, na talagang immersive, it's very immersive para sa reader, na talagang mapupunta ka sa mundo na ginawa nung creator. Mas naging diverse yung audiences, mga target audiences ng comics. Now we have comics for LGBTQ, and yung maganda sa kanila, they don't alienate the regular non-LGBTQ readers, na parang they don't have to experience a gay relationship to know the flow of the relationship. It's a double-edged sword. Pag solo creator ka and you're publishing your own, ang maganda doon is there's no publisher telling you what to do. You're your own boss. But at the same time, yung production and everything, lahat ng responsibilities in publishing a book, bit-bit mong lahat. Nagiging mas aware ka sa content mo kasi there's no one reviewing for you. You become your own worst critic. You're also your own business manager. So, hindi pwedeng ilabas mo lahat doon. You can't, present everything in one go. Kasi yung Okami is wolf. Yung last name ko kasi translate into wolf. So, parang I want to connect na parang mga mga descendants ko to. Si Ayumi is actually Filipino. Ang parents niya half Japanese. Yun yung nasa story ko sa Rape Force. I wanted to present a different kind of Philippines kasi it's set in a dystopian world. Most of the survivors are Filipino. Sa history, we have women na ang preferences nila na mapapakasalan ay usually foreigners. So yung mga anak nila, nag-iiba yung pangalan, they adapt the name of their, parents. So Ayumi is actually Filipina na may Japanese blood. So I wanted to present Philippines as multi-layered in terms of culture. Tayo, may influences ng Hapon, ng mga Chinese, ng American, ng mga Spanish. And I want to present Philippines na a very diverse and welcoming community. One word, validation. It's been a childhood dream of mine na maging part ng comic scene. Nilakasan ko na yung loob ko, kanapalan ko na yung mukha ko. So I asserted myself na maging part ng anthology na to na okay, kahit mapuyat man ako, I have other things to do. I'll make sure na maisisingit ko yung sarili ko dito. Thankfully, I made it. It's a small win for me na to become part of Comic-Verse Anthology. Para sa mga struggling Filipino creators, just focus on what you do best. Don't be distracted by what others say. There are some people na who will hold you back. Hindi mawawala But don't get too distracted, don't get too discouraged. Tuloy mo lang, just keep creating. Just believe in yourself na you will have an audience.